what's up? It's me, MJFANGIRL, and in today's video we are going to be doing a Q&A. I asked you guys some questions to ask me on Instagram, and we're going to get into some of the juicy answers. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss it. You are now watching MJFANGIRL TV. Girl, you got to Alright guys, so if you have not seen my channel before, my name is MJFANGIRL. I make videos for and about the MJ fan community right here on YouTube. 1 or 2 times a week I upload a new video, so if you want to be notified when I upload, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button. I have not looked at these questions. I asked you guys this a couple days ago, and I really wanted to do a Q&A because I feel like we haven't done one in a while. So let's get into the first question. So the first question is, in your opinion, what is the most underrated MJ song and album? So right off the bat, I can tell you guys that I think the most underrated album is Invincible. You know, he wanted to go back to those R&B roots. I feel like this album was very R&B. I feel like a lot of people that say that it's one of their favorite albums, I get it, you know. You've got so many gems on that album. You've got You Rock My World, you've got The Break of Dawn, Heaven Can Wait, Whatever Happens, Threatened. I mean, these are all songs that I really, really love and that are on rotation constantly. You do have some songs, like for me, like 2000 Watts is not anything that I would have liked to see on it. To me, it's a throwaway track. I don't really get it. I've never really gotten it. Comment down below if you guys are a 2000 Watts fan. But besides that, I feel like Invincible has the makings of an awesome R&B album, and I'm a fan. Now, in terms of underrated songs, like, I'm gonna have to think about this one, because Michael Jackson released a lot of singles in his time, and even when he didn't, people kind of know the songs that are not singles. I'm gonna go off on a limb, and I'm gonna say Keep the Faith, because I honestly feel like Keep the Faith was a great song. Michael Jackson vocally did an amazing job on that. I really felt that song, and that was a song that I listened to a lot, like when the 2003 trial was going on and everything, and I feel like it's a really, really good track, very feel good, very like reminiscent of like that Man in the Mirror uplifting type of track. I consider it Man in the Mirror Part 2. I'm gonna go ahead and make that decision and say that the most underrated track, in my opinion, is gotta be Keep the Faith. So next question is, do I have a talent? Greetings from Germany. Hi, from New York. That's a good question. I feel like honestly my talent is just what I'm doing here now, and that's YouTube, and that's, oops, sorry, Snapchat. I feel like my talent is just pretty much what I'm doing now. I consider myself to be like a really creative person. I love to like edit and do YouTube, and in terms of like dancing or singing or playing an instrument, I can't do any of those at all. How old are you? I'm 32 years old. I will be 33 in May. Alright, what is my favorite MJ remix? So I talk about this all the time. My favorite remix is the Bad extended mix with the false fade. That's my favorite. It's always gonna be my favorite. Check that out on YouTube. It's really, really good. To me, the best Michael Jackson remix that exists. Now that coronavirus has hit, what are your plans for the MJ musical? So I actually don't have any plans. The Michael Jackson musical was supposed to premiere in July, and I'm pretty sure that we're still on track to see the premiere then. And then the show will open to the public after previews on August, the middle of August. I believe it's August 13th or 14th. So yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm definitely going to see the Michael Jackson musical a few times this summer, so if you are going to see the musical, you may run into me. Alright, favorite book. I actually don't have a favorite book of like all time. Alright, so I changed my mind and I actually just brought the books from my bookshelf because I wanted to share with you guys, because you probably are looking for things to keep you busy during these coronavirus times. So these are all of my favorite books besides Growing Up Brady, because I think that I left that in like my parents' house somewhere. But so this is what I'm reading, this is what I have read, and I'm always reading back and forth. It's called YouTube Secrets by Sean Cannell and Benji Travis. If you're looking to make a YouTube channel, this is really, really good, very informative. I also follow their channel called Video Influencers. One of my favorites, it's called Your Money or Your Life, 9 Steps to Transforming Your Relationship with Money and Achieving Financial Independence. So this is really important, you guys. Like, financial literacy is super important to me. I'm very interested in, and I feel like it's extremely important as young people to kind of take control of your finances and of your life. So this is another favorite. I'll actually link all these down below because I feel like I really want to share some stuff with you guys, especially now, you know, we're all cooped up in the house. Let me do my last I really enjoyed The Millionaire Next Door. That's a cool book. I should reread that again. The Surprising Secrets of America's Wealthy. I don't want you guys to think that I'm obsessed with money, but it's a very important part of like how we live our lives, and I love this book as well. So the next book that I'm gonna bring up is this Mike Tyson autobiography. It is called Undisputed Truth. I'm a huge Mike Tyson fan. I just really enjoy his story. If you guys know anything about him, you guys know that he is really like started from the bottom all the way to the very top. His story is very interesting to me, and I actually met him a few years ago in Vegas. I'll put the picture right here. Also, I really enjoy biographies. This is Marlon Brando's Songs My Mother Taught Me. This is his autobiography. I love him as an actor. I feel like he was phenomenal. I think that he did an amazing job of telling the story of his life. As you guys know, he was also a friend to Michael Jackson. His story is very interesting, and some of the choices that he made in his life. Awesome book. Of course, you have the Michael Jackson books, and there's so many in my collection. I'm actually going to be doing a video. It's gonna be probably the next video on my channel of my Michael Jackson favorite books, and just like all of the books that I have in my Michael Jackson collection, so stay tuned for that. What's your favorite Michael Jackson performance? I actually have so many, but I think just like the Dangerous tour in general is my favorite performance. I love Working Day and Night on any tour, so yeah, I think that's just like my favorite song to see performed live. Have you ever met a Jackson family member? Yes, I have. I've met LaToya, I've met Jermaine, and I have met Mr. Joe Jackson, may he rest in peace. Captain EO or Moonwalker? Moonwalker all day, every day. What are your favorite Janet Jackson songs? So like, I don't talk about Janet Jackson on this channel very much, but I do love Janet, and I've seen her live 5 times. And I really love her music. I have a bunch of songs that I love, but I think for me that my favorite songs are definitely Pleasure Principle. I love If. I love Again. I think that might be my top song by her. I love 24 Play. I love What's It Gonna Be. And I also love Doesn't Matter, but the remix, Doesn't Really Matter. Do you guys remember that one? She had like the video in Tokyo, or I don't know if it was Tokyo. I think it was supposed to be set in Asia somewhere. And yeah, I love that remix, like the Nutty Professor remix. So love me some Janet Jackson. If I have an opportunity to go see her on tour again, I would love to, so yeah. What do you think about TJ Jackson? I love TJ Jackson. I love his song Insomnia. Like, I literally play it every day. Actually, let me play it for you guys now. Look that up. And also, can I take a time out to just plug Tito's latest song? Because it's really good. I don't know if it's the latest one, but he had this song called One Way Street, and it's called the Greg Pagani remix. And it's really good. Alright, so who do you think should play Michael Jackson in the biopic that's on the way? I have no idea. I'm just as much lost as you guys on that one. I have no ideas. Like, I literally don't. I'm perfectly fine with Wiley Draper. May God protect his soul, rest in peace. He played Michael Jackson in the Jackson's American Dream biopic. I'm okay with that, and I think he did a phenomenal job. I actually wrote an article about him and had a chance to speak with his family and stuff, and he was just so good at what he did. I really feel like he did the best job, and Michael approved him. Michael, you know, the biopic, The Jackson's American Dream, a lot of people don't know, it was based on Katherine Jackson's book, My Family the Jacksons, and then the screenplay and all that was done, I think, with Jermaine and his ex-wife, but this was a Jackson's production. This was approved by them, and all of the brothers had their say in like who played them. And the person who played Michael Jackson, the adult Michael Jackson, Wiley Draper, he did a great job. So honestly, I don't see anybody else doing a better job than that, and I hope that I'm proven wrong. So the next question is, have you ever thought of getting an MJ tattoo? I am gonna be honest, I have thought about getting Michael Jackson tattoo, but I'm afraid of like committing to a design. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't know what I would get that I would feel comfortable and confident with. And then I really want something very small. Like, I would not want anything that, like, if I took off my shirt or whatever, you would see, or that anyone would see at work. Like, I want something very small and something that meant a lot to me, maybe some lyrics, but like nothing more than like 5 words. I don't know. If you have a Michael Jackson tattoo, let me know how you guys came to that decision. Would you ever want to expand out and make different content? Yes, I would love to, but what would you guys like to see? I definitely want to expand because I think that it's going to give me a larger reach and reach out to more people and spread Michael Jackson's legacy to more people. Apart from just doing Michael Jackson related videos, I could do things that are related to food. I could do, I don't think I can do vlogs because I'm not the type of person that wants to put like my whole life out on YouTube, but leave me a comment down below if there's anything else you'd like to see me talk about that's like not music related, but that's something more lifestyle related, whether it be fashion or anything else, food. You guys leave comments down below. Will there ever be a day when you would run out of Michael Jackson stuff to make content? Definitely not. First of all, it's so funny because I remember when I first made this, I was asked by someone and who's a fellow fan, what are you gonna talk about, honestly? Like, can you really make a video every week about Michael Jackson? And I'm like, yeah. Like, I have so many different ideas. You guys have no idea. I have so many ideas that I write down, and then I'm like, oh, I didn't get to do that this week, or I didn't get to do that right now, or the time's not right. Like, first of all, reaction videos. You know how many videos about Michael Jackson there are on YouTube? I could make reactions to like literally everything, which I'll never do, but you know. I could talk about every song individually. I could talk about a video individually. I could talk about a tour individually. I could talk about Michael's quotes. I could talk about an interview. Like, that's the beauty of Michael Jackson, and it's so crazy because everybody in the fandom has their own point of view, and I'm gonna share this with you guys, what mine is. And I think that if you've been watching my channel, you guys pretty much know this about me already, but I just feel like Michael Jackson worked for 40 years and he left us enough. So of course I'd be awesomely down to like have like a Dangerous 25, well not 25, Dangerous 30, or a special edition history DVD or something like that. Like, I'd be down for any of that, but I don't crave it because I know that he left us with so much stuff that we can always go backwards. We can always explore. We can explore Jackson 5 stuff. We can explore his time in the Jacksons. We can explore, you know, his writing from Dancing the Dream and his autobiography, and study so much of what he left us already. So I'm never gonna run out of content when it comes to Michael Jackson. Like, I really won't. If you were cast as a lead in MJ's short film music video, which one would you like to be in? Right off the bat, I would say I would love to be Ola Ray in Thriller just because it's iconic. But honestly speaking, I would love to be Kashia Dudley in You Rock My World, because number one, Kashia Dudley was just like so like, I don't know, she was just like the it girl to me. I just thought she was so beautiful. And I also loved how she killed that dance solo break. What are some struggles you've had to face being an MJ fan? I think just your typical struggles, like sometimes I was bullied a little bit in high school. I don't even know if I want to say bullied, but made fun of in high school. Even through college, like, people would say things, but I've kind of grown like a thick skin and I'm not as sensitive to it as I used to be. But definitely I would say just like listening to other people's ignorant comments. And also the biggest struggle is just not having Michael Jackson here anymore, right? Like, I used to really look forward to seeing where he was in the world and seeing his little clips on TMZ or Extra or wherever, and it makes me a little bit sad because it's just like, you know, we'll never really get to see that from him. But yeah, I think the biggest struggle is just him not being here anymore. And what do you think would happen if Michael Jackson got to do This Is It, and what impact would it have? I think it would have been awesome to see. I think that it would have brought a new era in the fan community, because you would have had people coming from all over, coming to the shows and meeting him and trying to wait for him outside and all that stuff that they used to do. But I also think that it would have been, in terms of promotion, I think we would have gotten to see a lot more of the like real Michael Jackson. I think he would have talked a lot about his family, and you know, if he would have done major televised interviews about the shows, like, I don't know how it would have been, but I do think it would have had an impact. But at the same time, I do think that it probably would have been his last tours. Maybe he would have done like a Vegas residency at some point, but even with that, like, I always often question, like, was Michael Jackson a little too big for a Vegas residency? Like, would he ever really have been able to do that? He could have definitely had like a Celine Dion type of show, so I shouldn't say that, but you know, he's also a different performer. Would he be dancing and doing all that stuff that people kind of expect from him? And like, how would that have gone, you know? So I really don't know. Alright, last question, you guys. Alright, so what inspired you to start doing MJ Fangirl TV? I started out blogging in 2011 on MJFANGIRL.com, and I was blogging and I was writing, and I was like, okay, this is not reaching people and creating discussion, because it's like very one-way communication, but YouTube is super different in that way, because we can chat, we can talk. I talk to you guys a lot in the DMs, and some of you guys email me, and it's so much fun. And yeah, I feel like video is like the brand new medium right now, and I really want to be able to share my love for Michael Jackson and like let other people feel like they're not alone in their love for Michael Jackson, because I feel like when I first was a fan, I was like, oh my gosh, when I discovered like that other people existed in my community that loved Michael the same way I did, I was like, I'm not alone. And it created this awesome sense of community. So even though he's not here anymore, I know that there are new fans every day. There are fans that are like commenting on my videos, and they're like, hey, I'm 12. They were like 2 when Michael Jackson passed away, if that. 16, 15, 20s, like, it's just amazing how Michael Jackson continues to reach different people, and like, it actually gives me like goosebumps right now. It's crazy because he just inspired me in so many ways, and I can't imagine life really without his influence and his impact on the world and on humanity and on just like entertainment and just like the human race as a whole. And I know that might be like a crazy big statement, but I truly feel that way. I truly feel like Michael Jackson had that impact on the world. And you have kids that don't even speak English, that are like probably 5 and 6 that know Michael Jackson around countries around the world. Like, that is a long-lasting impact. And I just hate that Michael Jackson, sometimes I have felt like in recent years, has become defined by things that should not define him, because there are things that didn't even happen. And I just want to bring awareness about his work. And like, even though sometimes I make videos, you guys, and I'm human, I may make mistakes, or I may misspeak on a fact or a year or whatever. The point still remains that like, we need to talk about Michael Jackson's work, revisit all that, and really analyze it, and take the time out to treat him as we treat other legendary artists. Treat him as you would treat Vincent van Gogh, or treat him as you would treat, you know, who's talked about a lot, Elvis or the Beatles. I mean, I feel like they are more regarded as historical figures in music, and they're reflected back upon it. That's what inspired me to make MJ Fangirl TV, and I hope that you guys are enjoying these videos. Definitely comment down below. I know we covered a lot of topics. Let me know what you guys thought about some of my answers. Let me know if you guys want another Q&A, and let's chat. Like, let's just get the discussion going. Talk to you guys in the comments, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.